Thanks for tuning in, folks. It is the Double RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr.A. And over here, I'm watching Sandar Martin Cruz work it out, get that takeover fight. And right here, we're going to talk about the Gennady Golovkin Kamil Szeremeta card tomorrow night. This card is, if I'm to tell the truth, the Gennady Golovkin fight is kind of like the third I'm interested in. Fourth is John Ryder. The third fight is Gennady Golovkin. That's what I'm interested in. But the card is bottom of the line is Jalen Walker. I don't know, Dulan Uguni, Rashadi Medi. I'm sorry, Dennis O'Toole. I guess there's some prospects. I checked those out since it will be on DAZN. That's the beautiful thing of DAZN. You can see all the card. Number 3, like I said, is Gennady Golovkin. I wanna say Szeremeta could do something here since this is the Ready Talk Boxing Show. Szeremeta has the hand speed of combinations that can trouble Gennady Golovkin. The thing is, does he have the cojones, the grapefruits, or does he have like marbles? Because he will have to stand in there. Maybe take one. Maybe he could put Golovkin in this a turtle and skate away. We've seen that's what really separated fight 2 with Canelo and Triple G, going at him and putting it to him. But you got to be a ballsy motherfucker. Like I said, to go in there and put it in the firehouse, I just don't know if Camel's going to have the balls to do it, because I think he has enough legs and feet work to move around Golovkin. Yeah, you don't got to be a fancy ring generalship. You ain't got to be high on the list to do it. Even though Golovkin will cut your ass off, he'll cut your ass off quick and just fucking hook you on the top of the temple. I just don't think he's going to have the balls to fire off a combination enough to get Gennady Golovkin's respect. The thing is, if he does have the balls, does he have the power? Golovkin can eat that shit up, but we'll see if this rest off is a good thing for the Asian superstar or a bad thing for the Asian superstar. I'm just on the fact that I just don't think he has it to stand in there and exchange with Golovkin. And if he does, I don't think he'll be able to take out. I don't think he's going to take the shots. But if he stands in there enough to move, get his shots and move, and if this fight goes 12 rounds, I go to upset. Because I think he has the hand speed, the timing, the punch in between, but I just don't think he's going to have the cojones to stand in the pocket and attempt it. Because this is the time someone's going to beat Golovkin. You know, but who's going to be in there to stand and throw with them? You got to throw with them. And that body shot, we saw him hunched over taking those deep ass breaths. But then again, that's still fucking tough, cause there's still some people out there who think he beat Canelo twice. I think he beat Canelo once. And I think this going at him the second go around was the difference. It slows him down enough. And who knows what 38 is going to be, or his new age. I don't know what he is. But that's my third fight. I'm going with Gennady Golovkin. Gonna knock this Szeremeta out. I just don't think Szeremeta's going to have it to attempt it. But if it goes 12 rounds, Szeremeta on the upset. Fight number 2. It was almost fight number 1, but one of my favorites landed on this card. The fight number 2, Ali Akhmadov, Carlos Gongora. a nothing fight, probably to some other people, but it is for the vacant IBO. And who's just fighting? Who's about to fight for IBO? I was like, oh shit! Someone might start showing off the IBO. I want to say Gerald Ennis is fighting for an IBO title. I want to say Gerald. What if fucking that's like the PBC way of taking out the WBO belt from them and making they have 4 champions over there. Anyway, this is a nice undefeated fighter fight. This is also a fight where I kind of like, oh, it's one of those fights. By name, I don't know these guys. I don't know these guys by names. But when I go see research on them, like to go look up their fights, I'm like, oh shit, I seen that Tuesday night fight. I remember that shit. It's a nice junky feeling when you go back and you see like, oh shit, I seen that bullshit fight. So, and these two guys, I seen that bullshit fight. Interesting. This is an interesting fight. Southpaw orthodox. The Southpaw being the older fighter in Carlos Congara with a 72-inch reach against a 68. 16 and 12 knockouts. 18 and 13 knockouts for Congora. 18 and 13. Yeah, both undefeated fighters. It seems from the fights that Carlos, even though he showed he could rock you, but it seems like he has the more combination power, where Akhmadov, he could end your night power. But he I don't know if he quite is the master of speed changing. Oh man, I see this. I think he has the pressure to knock out Carlos. I don't know if Carlos quite has the ring generalship and can handle his pressure. Because he seems like he has the punch selection and the boxing IQ. Seems like he has it, the hand speed to fire off combinations in between his Akhmadov's power shots. And it seems like Carlos would be able to get shots off and move around. I don't know if Akhmadov, even though he's a Kyrgyzstanian, I don't know if he quite got Triple G's hunting down procedure yet. This is a good fight. This is a good fight right here. I think this is going to be the fight stiller. This is going to be a good fight. I'm going to go with, maybe it's the little addiction inside of me. Probably why I get a lot of picks wrong because I picked the addiction side. I'm gonna go. I always ignore a very key factor. A key factor that erases a lot of things in boxing: the power. I ignore the power, and I always think the boxer can do it. So I'm gonna go with Carlos Congora because I don't see this fight going the distance unless Carlos wins. And I like I said, I just said he doesn't. I don't think he's gonna have the legs, but I'm going with him anyway. I think he's just gonna feel the pressure. He's gonna seem like he could outbox him and move. I'm gonna go. Carlos is gonna outbox him and just start teeing off on him, knock his ass out. Carlos Congora. Fight number 1, the main fight. I got it when I heard the fight. I obviously was gonna watch it because Triple G, but I got excited for Human Choi. Now, if you followed the Double RT Boxing Show, we covered her a few times. We're a little familiar with her. Now her opponent is a tick-over fight, comeback fight. Hopefully that's just what it is a tick-over fight. Excuse me here. hopefully that's just a performance. I don't want to see a bad performance. I want to see a championship performance. What I would like to see out of Humane Choi fight is some nice crisp movement and hard jabs, and some body work. Some nice movement, some forward, because she's going against Terry Harper next. That's the plan, and it makes sense to send Hamadouche over to Mayer. If you want to have 2 shots, if you're matching to get McKay or Mayer's belt. Why have a Humane Choi fight Hamadouche and then have that winner fight Harper and then have a chance to McKay and Mayer defeat that one person with all the belts? So if you're Matchroom, you figure you got Harper is your original stable, your original horse. You bring in Humane Choi, you get Hamadouche, who were originally gonna fight. So you got a blessing in that fight is stalled or stopped, I should say. And now you can line up Choi, which is a lot of pickings for the weak link in the championship run. So with that now as your lineup, you can get your hands on that belt. Then you can send Hamadouche over to Mayer. So possibly come back with 2 belts. Again, this is in Matchroom's point of view. So now you have Hamadouche with 2 belts. And I'm taking a guess, Matchroom really wants Harper to win. Now you have Harper with 2 belts. And then you have Hamadouche, the hardest one, people consider the toughest threat, last. Now that can be all fucked up and destroyed if Humane Choi puts a turd in the punch bowl. That's why I'm hoping to see her coming out like when I first saw her footage with her nice, she was popping the jab, when she was popping. Now I'm gonna have faith. I'm gonna have a little hope. Because in her last couple fights, I seen her, and I'm hoping it's what I seen and not what I seen. Like, oh, this is better than that. Her last couple fights, she kind of got off the moving and jabbing, and she actually started banging. Sitting down on punches. Her punches were a little wide. She was missing a little bit, but she was actually trying to bang. Throw some hard shots, body shots, upper head shots, hooks. She was sitting down more on her punches, which is cool if that's what it was, and she wasn't just not being lazy. If she was actually going for a different strategy, and not being pressed into a fight. Because I noticed in her last fight she was changing, like, oh shit, she's trying to bang it out, and then all of a sudden, she's saying, I want to unify with Hamadouche. Knowing she's going to have to bang. She's going to have to fight. She can move, but there's going to be moments where you got to get that respect. You got to earn your keep. And she knew that. So I was wondering, she saw ahead before anyone was saying, hey, I wonder if there's going to be a unification in the super featherweight. She was already thinking, hey, I want that belt. Hey, people, set me up to get that belt. I want to fight her. She seems to be tough. She seems everyone. She's the badass. Because there's other belts out there. Why that your first unification? No one is calling Hamadouche out, and this is the belt you go for first. You gotta really, it's like you're questioning her. if you think she's no good, her style is weak, she's the weak link. Look what she was doing voluntarily. She was going after Hamadouche. You gotta question that up there and there. You gotta question that up there. You know, how much belief do someone have in themselves? That could, are they? You know, you say in fight like, what's gonna happen when they get tough, when the shit gets knocked out of them, when they get punched in the mouth. This girl was running after the person who punches people in the mouth. You know, it's. And no one expects that of her, sees that of her, but she's voluntarily unifying. You know, there's other unification belts out there that could get her probably more money. You know, she's go to A side in Korea, if not more money, close to it, and probably safer. You know, I can't recall who was the champion before fucking Terry. Who did Terry beat? Damn, it's on the tip of my tongue. Knocked her down and everything. Fuck, I can't think of it. But she could have went after her. But no, I go after Hamadouche. That's so. I'm hoping to see more outside hard shotgun jabs, going inside and out like she was, banging to the body like she was starting to in her last couple fights, and saying that she was over in America training. I hope they were adapting her like, hey, you got the range, you got the height, you got the idea of how to throw 1-2s and body work. Now let's just sharpen you up, because you see what her body game is pretty nice for her. She's almost like she doesn't throw as hard as Mayer, but she can box. But I think she's a better mover than Mayer. I think she could throw a better 1-2 on the move. Like I said, she doesn't throw it the authority. She ain't gonna probably like beat the shit out of you like Mayer. But boxing, that's a different story. That's a different story. So I'm hoping to see a nice transformation performance and get the job done by Heung-min Choi. Because I had her upsetting. I had her upset, even though it's a hell of a fight chance with her. Like I said, during that transformation, her throwing, she was leaving herself open quite heavily upstairs. So she can be knocked out. And with the Hamadouche, so it's kind of, even though Terry Harper ain't no fucking cakewalk, I'm much better getting a unification right there and then going against Douche. Who cares? I was already going to fight you. Or Mayer. Whatever. I think I can move around you better than... That'd be a good ass fight, but... You gotta look at it as fucking from Heung-min Choi's for it. Mayer or Douche, I don't give a fuck. I was going to fight Douche anyway. So I don't think she's even tripping on who she's fighting, to be honest. This is the Double RT Boxing Show. Thank you for your time and support. Leave your comments down below. Appreciate the support.